a 9 for Mystic. That is a success. 2 dice of a 9 for Conjurer. That's a skill. That's a miss. 2 dice of
back up for just a little bit. The 8 was a make that you started with, and which one was that again?
Scholar.
And
Scholar.
You made.
Got it.
And
Scholar and Mystic.
Right?
And then you also had 12 after that.
Scholar and
Mystic.
Mystic. Well,
Mystic. Okay.
I thought you had a roll of 12 before that also was one.
Yeah, no. So it was Scholar, Sorcerer, and then a fail on Mariner.
Got it. You put Sorcerer in play. That's the one I'm missing.
Yeah,
Go ahead
Sorcerer was the one.
Start up again.
And then 10 was the after
was the
Mariner
Mystic, and I got that mark. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then the 7 was the Conjurer. That was a fail.
Delver.
7 was a fail on the Conjurer. So 2 dice looking for a 9 on the Enchanter. That's a success. 2 dice of a 9. Yeah, Enchanter's in play. 2 dice of a 9 for Wizard. That's a miss for Wizard. For the now the Talisman.
Rogue
Thief.
and Delver.
Thief is a 9. That's a fail. Berserker is a 9. That's a success.
Right.
Rogue is a 9. Rogue is a fail, not doubles. And lastly, Delver for a 9. That is a fail as well.
All right. We're rolling about average now, a little bit less than average. Now, with what you have in play, you do have a Mystic and a Scholar, and we can eliminate one of the mortal goblins. However, I would hold out to try to eliminate either a half D8 or a full D8 of those mortal goblins by going for more of an advanced skill.
Yeah, you can cast it as Rogue, right?
Let me suggest one for you. So if I look at the table here, I can find that Ally Bleeder. If you do, for instance, Conjurer, Delver, and Soldier, that kills a D4 of the goblins. If you do Scout and any Specialist twice, that kills a die 4. I'm looking at this table here that...
Which table is it?
So on the quick look actions.
Okay.
Now you can actually go into the actual mechanics and see each of these, but on the quick look table here, Fred, you can see anything that's marked with that little dagger symbol under the A's.
I can see that small.
Yeah, it doesn't zoom well in the Roll20, but it does zoom in the in the rules, page 133.
Yeah, let me go over there. Okay. Okay, for me it's 135 on my copy, but let's see here. Okay, and so we're looking at the ones with the daggers next to their name. Let's see here. I'm looking. I don't see the ones with the daggers you're talking about here. Maybe I'm in the old version of the book. Anybody figure out which ones we're gonna do?
Did I lose you, Conrad? Are you muted?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
I
got an error message when Roll20 came up. So the two options you're looking at now is we're concentrating either on making the beasts mortal or killing off the goblins.
Yeah, let's kill the goblins.
And you can leave them all in play and continue to put skills in play. The problem could be that if somebody mishaps, it could erase the board of all the skills in play.
Yeah.
And by making like one beast mortal, it may not be one beast mortal throughout infinite amount of turns. So if you tell me, for instance, what you would like to do, either kill goblins or make beasts mortal, I can help you by steering you to the right direction.
Let's kill goblins first, just to test it out, right? And so I was reading,
so
scroll through the rules to find the die 8, and I'm not seeing it. The die 8 kills.
There's many skills combinations under the advanced actions, which would normally, for instance, look at A number 3, a sturdy bravado. If you have Conjurer, Delver, and a Soldier, you would turn an ally's Vicious to a Bleeder. But since we have no ally with a Vicious, that little dagger there tells me that instead you can kill a die 4 mortal opponents.
I see. So I don't want to be looking at the quick look. I want to be up in the advanced actions for the combat, right?
Yeah, I would just have the table open of all of the numbers E1 to E20, A1 to A20, and I'm looking over in the result category, and I'm looking for those little daggers. Now, if I go down into the Honorous, for instance, Heirloom Blades with Champion, Conqueror, Rogue, and Warlord, I'm not sure Warlord is one you can actually get without magic. Instead of slaying a great outright, which is not bad, you may want to kill the troll that way, you can also use that double dagger symbol to kill a full D8 mortal opponents. There's also a way that you can kill outright with a 15, a resolute goal, slay 20 mortals, not the boss, if you have Armsman, Conjurer, or any acclaim in play. So that could be just a direct a method to look for of Conjurer, Armsman, and any acclaim. Let me put some check marks there just so you can see it.
Okay, so we need, yeah. Put those checks again. Look at list. Armsman, Conjurer, and what was the other one?
Any acclaim, like
any acclaim. So yeah,
Conqueror, right? Conqueror or Wizard or a few others that have been tried, and that would kill 20 mortal opponents. Right?
Did he get one of those on his roll? I thought he had.
No, I missed on the Wizard.
Oh. Okay.
Although the sorcerer is.
The other thing is the beast. If you can turn the beast, all 3 beasts, mortal, you can kill them with the goblins, if you follow that.
Yeah.
So to turn all beasts mortal, there's many ways to do that. And under Onerous, you can turn all beasts mortal. And all beasts mortal, I'm looking it up, and it is all beasts, all demons, all beasts. It's 07, Knightly Grace. Now, with Knightly Grace, you would turn all beasts mortal, but you suffer automatic harm. You can turn one beast mortal at a time and make it even ever mortal on with an action Onerous 11. That takes Alchemist, Duelist, Enchanter, and Rogue. Is there anyone that can create the skill of Alchemist? I'm not sure we have an Alchemist in the group, do we?
Alchemist.
I don't.
So it would take magic, and that probably is where you're pushing the boundaries. If we go down to like an A7 of Visceral Heft, we need Champion, Duelist, and any Specialist. That's more doable, and that will make a beast mortal for D4 rounds.
Okay,
and then you would just kill them one by one as you make them mortal.
Squares again, so we can keep track of this Champion. And what was it?
We would litter the skill tracker with dots, Fred. You just got to be able to look on that chart.
So that was Champion.
You got to look on that chart and find the result. So that other one was Armsman, Conjurer, and any acclaim in order to kill all mortal at 20 mortal on the table. That I'll keep track of if it's something we can work toward. But the other actions, you got to pretty much look at the quick look actions, Fred, and pick out the one to want to do. Conrad, you ready to pass?
Yes, I believe so. I'm trying for the Armsman Conjurer because we have Conjurer as a possibility. I guess I can turn Sorcerer into Conjurer, right?
You could turn Sorcerer into Conjurer. Is it necessary to do that? Because that's a safe limits action to turn a specialist skill into another specialist skill. That's not as easy as turning a professionalist around.
Well, what I was looking at was what you mentioned was the Conjurer,
Armsman, and any acclaim will kill 20 mortals.
Right, and that'll kill the beasts, right? Or that'll kill the goblins.
That'll kill all 8 goblins. With 3 skills, you probably can kill a D4 goblins. Or with any 2 professional skills, you can kill 1 goblin.
Right. So we're trying just to get some muscle memory. Let me push for Sorcerer to Conjurer. 2 dice looking for 9, right?
It's not, because
to change
Sorcerer into Conjurer, it's a safe limit. So first you have to justify it. What first act have you done that you're going on to safe limits?
3s and 5s.
Okay, so with 3, your typical changing the idea of a sorcerer is actually very close to a conjurer. You're going to use your mental powers to convince yourself of that. It works fine. But the roll is safe limits. So normally you would need an 8, but we would add 1 to the die roll because you're pushing at safe limits, and that makes it a 9.
And less 1 because I'm getting a +1 outdoors,
correct.
right?
If
I'm an 8
using
instead
the
of a 9.
socks. That is correct.
Yep.
Now,
so 2 dice. Go ahead.
If you mishap with that at safe limits, you're going to take an extra bruise cut besides what the magical harm would be. Or you can spend
pip, right?
Or you can spend 1 glory pip, to change the harm, or spend 1 glory pip and cancel the penalty at the start. Both the
like I said, let's get a little muscle memory here. Let's move to sorcerer to conjurer.
Okay, go ahead.
Marksman. And that's 15, so that's successful.
15. That is easily done.
So now I've moved 3 up. I've taken a 3 to the next level, right? I've gone that safe limit, right? On
you have, but you know it. You can make safe limits as much as you like. There's going to be no restriction except for the fact that it adds 1 to your normal task roll, and if you fail, you took a bruise cut. Now, the first time you do magic at each level and fail, you could have the baneful side effect.
Okay.
But let's move on to Fred.
That'll complete, and then let Fred work to the next step. Right?
So I just got to come up with an armsman now, and we can kill him. Is that correct?
Yes.
I do not see
and one
acclaim
acclaim, and one skill to claim. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we need any acclaim. What acclaim? I can't really get one. Well, I can go ahead and get armsman into play. First, let me get scout.
Okay, go ahead.
There's no scout in play, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So, we got that, and then we'll go for armsman.
Roll of a 10.
Oh, missed it. And then let me go for spy.
Okay.
Missed it. Okay, and then I'll is mystic in play?
Mystic's in play. Scholar beat me on how to roll poorly. So.
Scholar's in play, right?
Scholar's in play.
Conjurer is in play. Sorcerer's not in play anymore. So let me get sorcerer back into play.
Okay. Roll of a 10.
Nope, missed it. Rusty, what'd you do? You did something to me. What'd you do?
I think you were trying to emulate me, and that's a poor thing to do. So
now, just to throw it out there, you can always use Scholar and Scout. Take them off the board, and we only have 7 goblins left. Or you just keep them in play, and then later on, you might use them to eliminate a harm of a prone or a harm of an unnerved or something else. Once they're in play, they're going to be in play until they're gone.
Yeah. Armsman. Do we have any? We have Mystic in play, right?
Yep.
And we don't need it right now, right? So I can turn Mystic into Armsman.
You could turn Mystic into Armsman. Armsman is a professional skill. Mystic is a professional skill. All you need to do is make a roll of an 8, Fred.
All right, and then it goes back to Russ's turn. He can go for that acclaim.
Is a skill of acclaim.
Enchanter.
Enchanter is not a skill of acclaim.
No, acclaim is the light blue.
Wizard or necromancer, warlord.
I'm showing
or
enchanter down here in the gray. Oh, my
Conqueror is purple. Conqueror is one.
It's shown in the purple for the version on.
And enchanter is in the purple.
Purple. On my sheet.
I stand corrector. Enchanter is a claim skill, so you do have an acclaim skill in play.
Okay. I'm going to go for this to turn. Said Mystic into Armsman. I'm going to recolor Mystic into Armsman, breaking that. That was law 3 or 4.
Whichever one you have first acts, you cannot use this style magic to do all your first acts.
Yeah,
so you already have. I think you've already broken 6 or.
I've broken 3 and 4 and 6.
Okay, so you can use 3, 4, or 6 as your choice.
I'm gonna go for 4
and roll me an 8, Fred.
Oh, there. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So now we can try to kill them all off, right?
With Armsman, Conjurer, and Enchanter, you can kill the 8 goblins.
Yep, let's do that.
How did you do it, Fred?
Made the spell, and with the magic power released, we dumped it on them, and it was too much for those little mortals to handle.
What did the spell look like?
At first it was glowing balls, and it turned into a rain of lightning, and it just zapped them all.
There you go. Rain of lightning killed the goblins around the troll. All right, good play.
Is that a second level? Or is that still first levels of breaks?
That's just a skill action.
Oh, well, when I broke the things earlier.
When you broke the law to move, what was it, mystic into armsman? That was professional to professional, I believe.
Okay, so I've just broken it 5 times then. Okay.
You can break it 1,000 times. All I'm worried about is whether or not you broke it the first time. All right, I go to Greg. Greg, what would you like to do?
All right.
We need to make beasts mortal now.
Yeah, okay, so let me look at the quick look table. So I could either try the Alchemist, Duelist, Enchanter, and Rogue. That's a lot of them. But wasn't there also a D4 Beast Mortal? All Beast Mortal. And auto combat.
All Beast Mortal is Champion, Duelist, Enchanter, and Myrmidon with Knightly Grace. But you automatically get auto harm with that. Now, if you want to just do 3 times making Beast Mortal, you can make Beast Mortal with for D4 rounds with A7, Visceral Heft.
Tell you what, let's get some of these skills out there, like Delver. I'm actually Myrmidon by affinity.
All right, let's get some choice. So, all right, go ahead and let's make some rolls.
Because right now there's not enough skills for me to do either of those. So, okay, first Mariner, simple. Yeah, wow, that's out there again. And might as well get Berserker. I thought there was some. Yeah,
Berserker's already in play.
But sorry, Berserker's already played. I meant then Thief, which that's fails by affinity. Then I'm a Delver, so let's try to get the Delver out in play. A 9. What's the roll to get one of my? I am a Delver, so I have that skill. Is it a 9 to get it out there, or is it more because that's a specialist skill?
Once again, for me, having chair problems.
Your base is Mariner, right? So yeah, it's going to be a little bit higher roll to get that Delver.
I also have the skill Delver.
Oh, you have the skill Delver. So then I think it's a 9, right?
Did you make the roll for Delver, or you missed it?
Well, he needs to know what the target is.
So I need to get that out. Is it a 9 because I actually have the skill, or is that higher because it's a specialist skill?
I thought it was 8.
It's 8 if you have the skill, and then it's 10 if you.
All right, whoa. Okay, Magic is becoming all rumors, which is great for the game, but bad for the mechanics. So let's all look at the actual game mechanics here, and let me bring them up and just post
Magic.
them.
I thought he was going to roll. He was going to bring it out as a normal.
Are you using Magic, Greg, or are you just rolling your skills?
He's just rolling his skills.
I'm just rolling my skills right now. I'm Delver.
Okay. Let me.
So it's an 8.
Host this for Magic just so we can make sure that we have it in play.
He's not doing Magic. He's just rolling a skill.
Here's the rules on Magic. The rules on Magic, yes, they're long. It says that first acts will change a specialist or a claim to a professional skill, or skill can be. You can also make a professional skill in play change to a different professional skill. So that would be the baseline. If you go one level higher up to the safe limits, you can change specialist or acclaim to a professional skill, or change an acclaim skill into a specialist skill, or change a specialist skill into another specialist skill at safe limits. Now, to just make the action that you're doing, which skill did you want to roll for, Greg?
Delver.
Delver. Okay. It's going to. Do you have the skill, or is it by affinity?
I have the skill Delver.
Give me an 8.
And so I rolled a 9 on it. So, okay, so it was just an 8. So that Delver is in play.
Yes.
Now, I have Myrmidon by affinity now. So I'm going to try
10.
to roll that. I need a 10. And
good job, Greg. Got it.
Myrmidon's
12,
in play.
So we got Myrmidon. All right. So that was one of the things that we need looking at this for the changing them all. Wait, where are we? All Beast Mortal. We need Champion, Duelist, Enchanter, Myrmidon. So there's the Myrmidon.
if you want to do an onerous action, Knightly Grace, Champion, Duelist, Enchanter, and Myrmidon, all beast mortal and auto harm.
All right, so which isn't bad. And the only other thing I really can do is try to put Rogue into play, which I might as well, although I don't. 10. Okay, I did so.
Rogue is in play.
Okay, so I let somebody else try to get that Champion and Duelist, I think.
All right, I'm going to push it over to Rusty. Rusty, so Greg is saying that we should work on the Champion, work on trying to get the onerous action, I think is what you're saying, to make all the beasts mortal.
Yeah.
So to make all beasts mortal, 07, Knightly Grace, you need Champion, Duelist, Enchanter, and Myrmidon.
Yeah, well, Champion is my 8. So because I am.
He'll never make it.
You are a champion. You're saying.
You finally made that champion roll.
Champion is in play.
I'm seeing in the rules that it's Knightly Grace shows Champion, Delver, Headsman, and Rogue. All beast mortal, auto combat harm.
So you're looking at the beta.
Okay. Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
So throw that away.
Okay.
And it's Champion, Duelist, Enchanter, and Myrmidon.
Okay. I can't see the quick look that's in roll 20. It won't let me zoom.
Yeah,
just FYI.
It's
So
way too small too.
Yeah.
Then what you should do, Conrad, can you open up onerous actions?
okay, yeah, I can do that. That's in what you're saying is it's in the beta text, but it's not in the quick look, right?
It's when the game was published, I redid all of the handouts for Roll20.
Yeah.
So we need the new version. That's
okay. No. I see. In
Roll20?
Roll20, I can use onerous actions.
You can.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
See, now you tell me. So I need to go grab the Roll21 real quick. Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, back to play. Conrad, did you put all your actions in play yet? Or Rusty? I'm sorry.
Rusty. No. So I got the Champion. If we do Duelist and any Specialist, I could put one of the bears into.
You can, but with Enchanter, you're putting all of them in, and you're locking them. But you take combat harm. Whoever does it takes combat harm.
Yeah.
Right, but I can't get Enchanter.
Well, then you would pass.
But go ahead and get your Duelist into play because we may need it.
He's got it in play right now, right?
Oh, he's got it.
It's already in play. The question is, do we need any of the lesser ones?
Get Soldier. Yeah, get him into play.
You won't know if you need the lesser ones until you mishap harm.
Okay.
Try to get Soldier.
I'll try and get Soldier.
Give me 2 dice. It's an 8.
There, Soldier's in, and then
we already have Berserker. So is Armsman? Are we gonna need that for anything? You think?
The Armsman was to eliminate all of the mortals at the same time.
Yeah, but so when we make a mortal, we may need it. So go ahead and try it.
All right, it's an affinity. It needs a 10. And so,
Good job, Russ.
Armsman is now in.
Armsman is now in. Yep.
Hey, now
Anything
you're
else
out.
you wish
You
to
did
do,
them
Rusty?
I'm out. I'm done.
You're out.
All right.
Okay.
So
Now, just to throw it out here, I know you don't want to because you only got the one glory pip, but you can always change something into Enchanter, I think. I move on to Conrad. Conrad.
Yeah,
Rusty's rolls?
Yeah, with Rusty's rolls? I don't think so.
Okay.
I was trying to check on so the square box one makes
yeah, the square box ones that you have listed as 4 square boxes, those would make all 3 beasts mortal, but you take combat harm.
Right, and the red box was the one but I unfortunately looked it up in the rules, so it was Knightly Grace. It wasn't Knightly Grace. It was
I'm not sure what the red boxes will do. That
was the kill mortals.
It may have been.
No,
I don't know.
No, it was not. It was because
It was not.
It's a version of the rules, so it may be wrong. So
okay.
It was
I'll open
for
up again.
a T4 worth of mortals.
Yeah, it was
Which
instead of
would
it didn't include
probably be-
harm. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and it would probably be good enough because there's only 3.
Correct. It was a slightly different variation of the one we've got here.
For the blue boxes, we need Enchanter.
So let me roll for Enchanter because then that will kill all the that's the blue
Let's roll
box,
for
right?
Enchanter. There you go.
Okay, so
It
let's roll
wouldn't kill
for
them all. It just makes them all vulnerable. Makes them all mortal.
Yes. Okay. So 2 dice looking for normally it's an affinity skill for me, so it'd be 10, but I have the socks.
Down 1 for your sock.
9, and I don't have that screen up, so let me go back to that screen.
And it's you made it.
11.
Okay, success 11.
Now you can put champion, duelist, myrmidon, and enchanter, and make all the beasts mortal, but you suffer combat harm. Did you wish to do that?
Yes. Let me do that.
You were hesitant. All right.
Well, because I was thinking to put in the ones, I think it's Berserker and Arm.
Berserker
in
is
other words, the ones
play.
that overcome the injuries, right? But let's.
Sure. Berserker is in
I can
play.
always do that. I can always do that after, right? So.
Oh.
Okay. So.
And with your turn, it was all the way around. So they should have had a.
You do have a choice, Conrad. You can add more skills to play before you cash the other 4 that you got. Do you wish to add more skills to play or after the fact?
But you risk the fact because you're all over the board. If you get that one,
let me take the harm. So is it a 2 dice?
Let's describe the action first. How did champion, duelist, myrmidon, and enchanter kill the
enchanter?
Or I should say, take away the beast ability.
As I'm more of a enchanter type than the others, I would have created ghostly warriors to come and beat the creature, or just
sure. Still, yeah, I like that. Okay, and then now 2 dice for your harm. We hope it's just a 7.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. And when we look up harm of 9, we see it's suffer a bruise, cut, and knocked prone. So you take a knee and put it down. Any skill in play unique to your character is canceled.
Let's see. Unique to me is Scott, other Scholars and Mariner.
No. I mean any skill that you have as a character.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So any skill that I have. Yeah. So
do you have Armsman?
No, I do. No, I do not.
Okay, do you have Berserker?
I do by. Yes, I do by.
By affinity.
The Talisman. No, by Talisman. Yes, affinity. Yes.
Okay.
I also have Delver.
Delver is gone. Okay.
I also have Mariner by Talisman.
Okay.
And I have Scholar. And that's it.
Okay. And Rogue and Scout, and I should say Rogue, Scout, and Soldier, Armsman, those are the 4 in play. And after that now, do you have any skills that, well, you've been knocked prone, so you can't do any more actions.
Yeah,
this
he has
turn
Rogue
or next
by
turn.
Affinity.
I believe he has Rogue by Infinity, too.
Rogue by Infinity, thank you.
Yeah, and that's it.
I think we're there. Armsman is...
that's all we got left in play, Scout and Soldier.
Yeah, Armsman is off of Soldier. Okay, now I go over to Fred. Fred, we have 3 mortal beasts. There are many ways you can kill mortal beasts. You can kill them with just 2 professional skills. You can kill them probably with 3 specialist skills. So let's put some skills in play first to give you some odds.
As much as I hate to bring this up, I think they're only mortal for a D4 turns, right?
They're true. That is for D4 rounds.
We went all the way around when Conrad's turn, so we're
4 rounds
to take a foe attack or something.
4 rounds is good, and there are plenty of players between here and there that I think you're going to be fine killing 3 of them. But go ahead and tell me your first skill that you put in play.
Well, first I want to bring up to the fact we went all the way around. So weren't these monsters supposed to do something to us?
No, the monsters don't have any action unless you roll harm, Fred.
Oh, okay. But we did roll harm, and he took his harm. Okay, so
that's why I'm saying you don't need to do this all in one turn. You can just pass occasionally. I put Rogue in play. That's it. I'm done. Let's move to the next one.
Go get Scout into play first. Let's see.
Okay, Scout is already in play.
Scout is already in play. Okay, so then Spy. Let me see if I can get Spy.
Spy, give me 2 dice.
That's a 9, right?
Well, do you have it by affinity or do you have?
I have it by affinity.
It's a
Fred,
10.
if you want to go ahead and use your scout, just use scout and soldier to kill one of the
well, first
one
I'm
of the
rolling to
bears.
see what skills I'm getting to play here. So.
I know, but before you do that, if you use the scout and the soldier, that lets you be able to roll.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take them out.
Scout and soldier have been used to kill one of the bears.
Okay.
Right.
And so
there
now
are only 2 bears left.
So now I'm going to roll for scout and see if I can get scout into play. Done.
Now scout is in play. Okay.
And I'll roll for a scholar.
You need an 8.
Yeah, 8. It's a 7, I thought. Right?
No, Fred, it's an 8.
Okay, so I missed
it's
it.
a 7 for Conrad.
Okay, I'm going to go for scholar, see if I can get scholar into play then. Okay, got scholar to play. Now I'm going to roll for mystic.
If you wish to put armsman and scholar together, you kill the second bear.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's kill.
How did you do it, Fred? How does armsman and scholar come together to kill a bear?
Well, obviously with scholar, I knew their weakness from studying their anatomy.
What was their weakness on a bear?
Weakness on a bear.
The throat.
There's a spot under their throat. You stab them through there, and it kills them.
Sure.
And so with armsman, I put the weapon into the spot, the spear.
Sounds perfectly fine. What is the next skill you wish to put into play?
Mystic.
Mystic, give me it.
And we got that. Okay, and then I'm going to try to get conjure into play.
Okay.
And got that. And then sorcerer into play. And got that. And then I guess I could try to get tactician into play.
Okay.
And got that one. Okay. So I'm going to pass off to Greg.
Greg.
One of these left, right?
There's 1 bear left, and then we got to defeat the great troll. Sure.
All right. I'm just going to start, trying to get some skills. What do we have right now? We have tactician, sorcerer.
I think you need 1 professional skill paired with mystic would kill the
right.
The bear.
So let's start with mariner then. That's potential. All right, I got mariner in play, so I'll use mariner and mystic to kill the last bear.
How did you kill with mariner and mystic the last bear?
That is a really good question. Those are quite a combination.
So, Greg, you do not have to
drown it.
You're not using true magic, but the mystic skill is mystical. The necromancer skill is raising the undead. So the skill imparts magic to the action, but you're using the action that was residual, or I should say the mana that was residual in the creatures themselves or in the environment. You're not using true magic and using yourself to create the manifestation. Do you follow that?
The mariner's got a lot of things. You got ropes. You got.
But it doesn't always have to be something practical when you have these magical skills in play. For instance, the mariner can whistle the wind if he thinks that there's a djinn in the area. Go ahead, Greg. You got mystic and mariner.
Yeah. Let's see.
You can attack its mind. You could confuse it to make it run away.
Yeah, I was going to say confuse it to roll over, stab it or something.
Put it to sleep.
Perhaps I just startled it. Convinced that it was it was going to just die in the battle, and it ran off.
Yeah, it ran off. Now the mariner, what sort of sound happens when the thing runs off? Just for color. What the mariner skill created a sound in the background. What was that sound?
Yeah, no, I'm just drawing a blank. Can't not even remotely.
Like a horn, like a cymbal crash, like a tree snap, like
a foghorn.
To scare it off, just the roaring of unnatural beasts.
Roaring of unnatural beasts, perfect. So Mariner and Mystic, you created this sound behind it, and the bear was startled. It was already injured from the fight. You had stripped its beast elements. It's gone. And now we have the big bad troll. Now we have to eliminate great, and we have to eliminate great for a certain amount of time. So how do you want to do that? Do you have skills to put in play, Greg?
Yeah. Okay. Well, just looking at the quick look table, there's some entries that are like slay great. Would that work, or does that?
Sure, but doesn't that slay great also cause magical harm?
To create great, so we could make a great mortal.
Make a great mortal, sure.
So let's see, Alchemist, Aura, any acclaim, or great mortal, ascetic, duelist, any specialist. That's probably our easiest path there. So I will. Oh yeah, I'll try to get ascetic into play. I have that by affinity, so that's one.
So with A12 Transcendent, you can put ascetic, duelist, and any specialist, and make the great mortal for a die 4 rounds. And with this many characters, you probably will easily defeat it. So ascetic.
Okay, so I failed on that one. Let's try to get rogue into play also, just because that's a specialist. And failed on that one. So that's all we can do this time.
What about Delver?
Delver, did I? Oh, we don't have Delver in play. Did I already roll for that? No, I did not. I used Mariner and Mystic to get. So Delver, yes, we do have Delver in play now.
Duelist and specialist. All right.
And then I will pass on somebody else who can maybe a soldier that could get a ascetic in.
And we're going to go on to
and then you check Delver there. He made the roll.
Delver, thank you, Fred.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I move on to Rusty.
Okay, let's see. I don't think I have. Let's see. Let's look. Let me jump back in the chart. So, it's a soldier. I might as well just do my soldier duelist. I can't do that. Let's see. I can do. Well, at least I can. I can try and do duelist by my champion, so it's affiliated skill. Okay, so we'll do duelist with a affiliate skill. And
I need a 10.
It's a 13.
Got it.
So duelist has been gotten. And let's see. Just to actually do the killing, I'll help out by doing my soldier.
Okay.
For an 8. And that's soldiers up there too.
Soldiers in play.
So we to get rid of the greatness, we still have to do something else, right? To get him mortal.
To make him mortal for a die 4 rounds, ascetic, duelist, and any specialist. Do you have any specialist skills that you can put in play, Rusty?
Yeah.
I think we already got the tactician.
Berserker in the play and turned it into ascetic.
We also have the conjurer and the tactician. Go ahead.
But I can put champion in with an 8.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And it failed.
Okay.
Yeah, go for the berserker and see if you can turn that into ascetic.
Okay, we'll roll for the berserker. D10. Nope.
Oh, he's dead. His dice went cold on him.
And pass for you, Rusty?
I think, I could always do arms, and just for Fred's sake, I could kill myself here. Okay, let's look for a 10. 4, missed. Okay, I've done everything I can do. Unless we need a campaign, acclaim conqueror. So, and I don't think we need a conqueror, right?
Not unless you want to slay it outright, but that can come with harms.
Yeah, no, I think I've rolled enough.
Conrad, any help on ascetic? And you may be muted.
For ascetic, you're going to have to use magic.
I don't have ascetic. I got to move one over. Ascetic is a skill of.
That's right under berserker.
It's a special skill.
Yeah, it's specialist.
Unfortunately, I'm the only one who's affiliated with it. I have.
So let me
pass it around to Greg if you wish.
Let me take sorcerer and move it over to ascetic.
Okay. A sorcerer to ascetic is going to be a safe action. It can be a safe action of any law. You need to normally roll an 8, but you add 1 because it's safe action. You need a 9. It goes down 1 for your socks.
Correct.
Give me a roll of an 8.
Roll of an 8. And that is a success.
Sorcerer has moved to Ascetic.
By use of magic.
Now, you can use Ascetic and Duelist and any specialist, that would be Tactician, turned the great man into a mortal man.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And then you can use
that's Tactician. What's the tactics and his great ability?
You
trap him.
You were
breaking up,
but I will use magic to confuse him to turn his back to us. So even though he's great, he's just in a weaker spot.
Got it. And with any 2, soldier mariner, for instance, you can kill the troll. Do you want to roll your mariner?
Scholar first. That's an 8 plus 1.
Go ahead.
For my socks makes it a 7. That is a success.
And that's all it takes.
And
how does scholar and soldier kill a troll with his back to you?
I'm sorry, I didn't. It disappeared before I could see it. Well, I mean, the scholar knows how to be a soldier and puts the knife just the right place. Second
Sounds
rib,
perfect.
Right, for a troll.
Now, just a reminder going forward, so I'm not constantly prompting you guys. You can use the skills also to get bonuses in play. You can use the skills to make you immune to damage in play. You can use the skills to cancel magic harm before it happens. So if you look at the chart,
I think we're looking at it red, but our pace is a little too fast to sort of digest it. So
if you eventually you'll figure out how you do your shift vicious die 8 kills like in the old system. How right. How like I'm doing ECM. How I'm doing
I couldn't find where Ascetic gave us remove great in the version. Because I was just trying to follow along and I couldn't find it, so it just moved just a little too fast for me.
If I believe it's an advanced action.
Okay, it's not onerous action.
Ascetic.
Right?
Advanced 12.
No, I think it was. It was 12, right?
Yeah, advanced 12.
I was looking under onerous. Unfortunately, I'm good.
Yeah, advanced 12 was what we were doing.
Good. All right.
Describe your actions where the focus on the sounds of the struggle. Your blast.
As you know, we'll pull that text out, right, and we'll get the combinations.
Yes, eventually, and this one's even labeled off in priority 1. All right, so we have defeated this monster, and we have completed this subquest. All right, that was just a subquest of this mission. It wasn't even killing a boss in order to complete the overall mission. We're going back to the auto player, and I'm going to let you get a reward from that. Well, I can't. I could. Well, give me a roll, Conrad. Give me a D8.
Single D8.
You'll probably get a chest of treasure from it.
And the roll was a 8. Oh, no. Did it come up?
Not yet, I don't think. Well, we got a 4.
It's a 4. It's a 4, yeah.
It's a 4. So the monster has to check a chest of treasure. And that chest of treasure can be, let me see, I'm going to just mark it. And bring it out and put it in the chat. And I'll let Conrad read it to us.
The monster has a chest of treasure which may be used to check an achievement and invest in personal holdings in any region. The coins, gems, and rarities are portable. That means transferable, but only for the time it takes to return home and expand your budding fiefdom. Any wealth held upon your person will soon be gone, given in charity, used to aid friends, pitched to distract monsters and such, and otherwise spent on endeavors the gods bring to ruin. Such is the fantasy life.
So we have a chest of treasure in the party, but it's probably going to come to naught unless we decide that we're going to set up our holdings amongst the lords of Umbria. That would be something that we could do.